Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Spazzo21. Welcome back to another episode of the iPodCAST, episode 51. We would make it an issue throughout. If you've been a fan of this series or you listen to it, you would know that I never start the episode going like, "Oh, I don't remember what episode this is," and just go fucking look it up. Yeah, I used to do that. That shit was fucking embarrassing to listen to on the recording booth. Where is my other... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, I was like, what happened to my YouTube short? I had one that just got 1,487 views, and then it got blacklisted off from YouTube. Like, it was going, it was reaching, it was growing like a fucking cancer tumor through the fucking yin yang, and then it fucking just stopped. It like it didn't even like, it didn't like gradually plateau. It just, all right, blacklisted. I'm like, bro, YouTube, fuck you. Where's the dashboard? YouTube Studios. What a great fucking concept app. As always, this is gonna be random as fuck. I'm just gonna find bullshit to talk about and not give like, oh, we're gonna talk about this, and this. Like, I'm not that kind of like. If I had somebody coming on, have we had a guest? No, I've had guests on other videos, but I've never had a guest on this shit. Okay. Like August 12th to 17, consistent as videos this month. I've been pretty consistent with videos. There are a couple days where I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. But I never like... That was 3 days. Wow. I guess the gap's like 3 days. Sometimes... See, live sub count. Like, I'm gonna... Oh, yeah. What is this? 308 to 316. So we got up by 8 subscribers this month. Fucking bless you guys. You guys are great. I still haven't reached the 1,000 subs we need. But, yeah, it says I need 4,000 watch hours to be monetizable. Or, I thought it was 10 minutes on the fucking YouTube Shorts. And I went, okay, no, it's actually 10 million fucking views. Which I'm kind of like, bro, let's just say, let's do some calculus math, right? Let's say I upload a YouTube short and it averages at 1,000 views, right? Times that, just 1,000 views. Let's just say I get lucky, get 1,000 views per one. So I get 1,000 views, and I would have to upload like 100 of those. Not 100. Would it be 10,000? Hold on, 1,000. And I got 1,000 each. If I uploaded a video with 1,000 videos, and I uploaded 10,000, I'd make 10 million views. Simple math, right? So, yeah, so I'm going to look at the analytics of that YouTube short. Because I made it out of just a fucking, like, out of a joke. Because we were joking around with some friends online. And it was like, because they were playing Warframe. It was like, leave me alone, dude. I still haven't seen I have not seen the movie. Where's the analytics for this movie? No, I just want to see the analytics. Yeah, analytics. Like the first. Hold on, did it really like? I gained 2 subscribers from this fucking video. I did do the Warframe. Let me see more. Let me see. What? Can we get a timeline? Like, it had 0 views. So one day, it got to like 50. It got to like 1,453 views. And then it just fucking flatlined like a fucking dead person. And you know, it was a good meme. It wasn't clickbait, people. Everybody knows about fucking Vor being a bitch. Did I get copyright striked? No copyright strikes. Everything's fair fucking use. You know what I thought I was gonna get copyright strike? Wait, did I get I got copyright strike on the fucking trailer for the show. That shit sucked. The trailer, honestly, listening and watching the trailer before making an episode could hype you up pretty much. It was pretty good, for me at least. That's probably my best trailer. Um, that I put together in 10 minutes because I was not trying to. I was gonna do this whole like CGI shit, and then I wait, bro. It's a fucking trailer. It's gonna get like somewhere like 50 to 100 views. I'm not gonna put like 1,000 hours worth into it and shit. I don't. If I was getting paid, fuck yeah, I put 1,000 hours in shit. I'd fucking take a week to make an episode, but I'm not making money. So I said you could put that kind of time in, and then you can make that kind of money. Yeah, the last time I put a week's worth of work into a fucking show, it fucking it didn't do well. I put a lot of time, a lot of editing, and I was like the only person who made the video because it was like fair criticism. That game fucking sucked, and I will never touch it ever again. Look, I don't care how good the graphics were, the animation, and shit. The gameplay was absolute ass. It was so short-lined, and you bullshitted some characters on design, and the reward for doing all the completion around the fucking galaxy was fucking 6 motherfuckers clapping for you and giving you endless studs. But by the time, I don't get this shit with Lego games. TT Games needs to understand, like, getting endless studs at the end of the thing is so like a big fuck you. Because by the time I get to, like, the 100% completion, I already have, like, a fucking billion studs, and there's nothing to buy. Like, if you made the 100% completion, collecting all the stuff, like, saying, like, you could do it with a few extra, like, let's just, how am I gonna say this? Let's say that you 100% got all the fucking, stupid, I forgot what they call them. They were like Kyber bricks or some shit. I 100%ed the game. I didn't bullshit. I just fucking played. I didn't bullshit the game. I got every Kyber brick. It's not like I played like 10 minutes of it. I went, this is dog shit. No, I 100% it in like, oh my god, 95 hours. I got all 45 achievements. I had all the DLC and shit. I don't even like the DLC because it's not even fucking good. It's just stupid characters that they should have already had in the fucking first place. Like, hang on. Where's the thing? Actually, you know what? If you I really say, like, go watch the video, because I really put a lot. I just made bullshit. A clear-cut example is from the original Star Wars game, from either both Complete Saga and Lego Star Wars, just the original Lego Star Wars. They did better job on the lightsaber aspect on Darth Maul, because it was both like nice ends on it. But when they did it in the fucking new game, in Lego Star Wars Force, I don't. Hold on, let me check. I don't want to be wrong. I'm gonna double check. I tried to 100% Star Wars The Force Awakens. I know it was a cheap cash grab, because I was like, usually if they make a Star Wars game, it's 3 movies. Darth Maul, Lego Star Wars. I know he's in The Force Awakens. I know he's in there. Isn't he? Star Wars The Force Awakens, Darth Maul. Does he have it? Hold on. They bullshitted too. I fucking swear. Why did they do this shit? I gotta look into it real quick. But the main part that really pissed me off was they in the first, even Complete Saga or Lego Star Wars, whatever. They made it like a legit double bladed lightsaber, and I thought you could buy that shit. You technically could if you just had 2 lightsabers and cut both ends off and glue them together. Boom, you got a good lightsaber. And I'm like sitting there like, this was my valid criticism. I was like, bro. I was like, oh, that's how the Lego set comes and shit. I don't fucking care. Do it fucking accurately. I know why Lego doesn't print it that way, because that requires a whole new mold print to do for them, and they're not gonna do it. That's respectable. But in the game, all you gotta do is fucking edit the damn file and just make the fucking render for it. It's not that hard. If you guys did it back in the day, you could have just copied the same fucking thing over. It's not that hard. But here's the other thing too. They had a Ray fucking, the evil Ray with the um I don't know what to call it, like scissors fucking dual lightsaber shit, where it's snapped up and shit. And I found it while playing, and I went, oh, so they took the time to get the snap animation for Rey, but not Darth Maul. Like, Darth Maul didn't even have the snap, but but they did a better job with her lightsaber for a character nobody's gonna fucking use. People are gonna use Darth Maul. That's given. Man, I had to use General Grievous I remember, like, the fucking cutscenes were good. The levels were like really well. The levels were too short, but looked really great. And I just go like, you're bullshitting me. I replayed the whole fucking. I had to play Lego Star Wars 3, which was a better experience. I did a whole Let's Play because I was like showing people, I'm like, this game is Lego Star Wars 3 is probably one of the best games. Its Complete Saga and 3 are the best. I replayed the first two. I was gonna record it, but then it like fucked up, and I didn't want to restart. That was a whole nightmare in itself, and I just don't feel like trying on that. I was gonna do Force Awakens, but to say like I completed every stuff, like I completed Lego Star Wars 3, no problem. I was sitting there, I was like, oh, there's no achievements. Neither is for the Complete Saga. It's pretty good. I'm just disappointed. Also, whoever fucking's in charge of the damn game covers for the Lego games in Steam, you ought to be fired. Like, who did Lego DC Villains, Jurassic Park, Marvel Superheroes 2, Lego Avengers, Lego Worlds? Yeah, whoever did and Lego Incredibles, whoever did those 6, you ought to be fired. It's on site, motherfucker. Like, that's some like if you have a lot of Lego games on your Steam library, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Complete Saga, Star Wars 3, Star Wars Force Awakens, even Lego Star Wars Saga has like a proper thing. And it's not like they never did. They actually fucking had the game cover of what you would get if you went and bought it at the store and shit. But someone says, you could change it. Yeah, absolutely. But I just keep it there as a reminder that they bullshitted you. Oh, Lego Worlds is bullshit also. You have to go in and buy the DLC to complete the game. And I was like, bro, I already paid like $30 for this damn game and you didn't give me shit. Like, fuck you guys. Whoever, is it Bandai Namco? I think it's Bandai Namco who's in charge of Storm. I'm just looking at games where I went, Bandai Namco only cares about Storm 4. Because the first 3 games of Naruto, have the old art, the old, horizontal art. Not the vertical, actual, like, game cover art, which I kind of liked when they did that. But, like, some games just never swapped over, which some of them I'm like, okay, I understand. And some of them I go like, bro, why did you not, like, fix that? Like, Rayman's Origin, why didn't you do that? Excuse me. Let me think. Scribblenauts Unlimited, Scribblenauts Unmasked, both good games. Did I finish this game? I think so. I just got kind of fed up trying to complete it. I tried to complete Scribblenauts Unlimited, but the achievements are not coming in. And I did finish the whole game and shit. And I know the ending. Why did I buy that game? Oh yeah, because it said it had a good story. I bought Toy Story 3 out of like sheer like... out of just like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. Got some Yu-Gi-Oh games. This was a Bleach game, but I don't I fucking have it. Yeah, so man, grow home. Did I finish this game? Absolutely not. I played like 18 minutes of it and I went, "Okay, it's not what I really, it looked cool in the video, but I just didn't enjoy it." Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That game was the absolute fucking shit. I will hands down tell you that was the shit. This was the best story was it RPG? I don't know. It was such a good storytelling game. I'm so fucking I don't know. I was really close to just buying the DLC, the newer DLC, the Bardock shit or the 23rd World Budokai Tenkaichi tournament. I like how they call it the 23 World Tournament, but if you watch the fucking anime back in the day, it's called the Budokai Tournament. Like, it's called Budokai Tenkaichi. That's what's on the fucking dome thing. That's what it says. It's Budokai Tenkaichi. I think it says Tenkaichi Tournament. I think I'm right on that. It says, I remember like translating some of the fucking things on an image once, and that said Budokai, and I went, oh, so the Budokai, it makes sense. The Budokai Tenkaichi games are it's basically it's just called Dragon Ball World Tournament. I believe, hold on, Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4, whenever the fuck that coming out. Let's go to Japanese to English. And if you translate Budokai Tenkaichi, it's just Budokai Tenkaichi. What the fuck? Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. The symbols. Go back to the DLC. I swear it's on the building. Okay, is it on the... I remember it being on the sign or the DLC itself. Did it really just say World... Hold on. Let me pull up the original Dragon Ball. Hold on. Dragon, Ball, Budokai Tenkaichi. What if I just type that in, and I type in, anime. Okay, just keeps bringing up the damn game. I swear the Budokai Tenkaichi name. Hold on, let me just type in Y. Why is it called... the origins of Budokai Tenkaichi. Let's just see. Yeah! It's the fucking thing! Okay, they... Oh, they have it... Google Translate's a fucking liar. Like, this is the words of Budokai Tenkaichi, and it's the symbols on the building. I swear. So, I'm a Dragon Ball expert. Okay, someone, I remember just sitting there. He's like, "Can you tell me the story of Dragon Ball Z?" And I said, "Absolutely." And then I just started reverberating the whole series, bit by episode, almost episode by episode. It wasn't. It's not even funny how like on point I was, because I was sitting there. I was like, he's like, oh, okay. He like, we got to the after beating Raditz, and he went, "All right, I want to hear it." And I went, "You fucking suck, bro. The story gets really good." But your loss. I didn't know the Looney Tunes show was so fucking based with its shit. Man, Daffy Duck ran for fucking, office and told everyone, "You're full of shit," basically, and left, and everyone went, "Yo, you're the GOAT." So, yeah. I did enjoy the who the fuck's on my server? Oh, I swear. I watch people on my server using my stuff and I go like, bro, um damn, I'm like cuz I can see what they're watching and shit and I go like, bro, you've seen this like 12 times. Watch, there is way more other stuff to watch. Stop watching this. I remembered seeing like people say, "Oh, if you replay the same shit, you're depressed." And I went, "Do I replay the same shit?" And I'm like seeing other people now that I see other people doing it, I'm like, "Maybe they are, not me." Here's my cure to depression in like high school. I just went, "I don't got time for that shit." And I just I shit you not. That's what I said. I said, I don't got time for this. And I fucking just like, I just went, I gotta get going. And I just did it. Where the Looney Tunes show was so underrated. I honestly, watching it as a kid, I knew it wasn't like funny haha as the original, but like watching it sometimes, I'm like, this shit slaps. It has 2 seasons? Holy shit. Boomerang. Boomerang has its own streaming source? Yo, what do you got for Scooby Doo? Oh shit! No way! They have it? Oh my god! I might just start a fucking. Is it a 7-day free trial or a 1 month? Start a 7-day free trial. Fuck! Oh my god! Does Amazon have like a free? Did I already use it? I did not. Oh my god! Cause if you want to like, I'm gonna, I'm gonna fucking watch this. I'm gonna watch Looney Tunes, the show. Why is it not called? Wait a second. I was looking at it. I was like, bro, it's called the Looney Tunes show. It's not called Looney Tunes. That's. I just see Daffy Duck getting beat up by the grandma, and I'm like, damn, bro. Lola's a I don't know how Lola is dumb and smart at the same time. She's like, no, wait, it's completely understandable. She's a real bipolar person. If I had a nickel for every time someone said I'm bipolar just to excuse themselves for being a dickhead, I'm just like, look, you have to say no. You're a complete dickhead. And they're like, if they say they have bipolar, then I said, you gotta get a doctor's note, bro, because I don't believe you. You're just a fucking cut. Uh, okay, I'll look into this later. I'm not gonna fucking get super into it. So, we did the Dragon Ball Traya modded, Calamity modded Let's Play. And I have to say, damn, that shit goes hard. The Super Saiyan God, the Super Saiyan, oh, I didn't have the Ultra Instinct on. Did I have the Limit Breaker on? No, I don't think that's the Limit Breaker. Like, the image of just having Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue evolved, and Super Saiyan God. Why did I say? I hated saying Super Saiyan Blue because I was like, that's stupid. It's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and then they're like, we call it Super Saiyan Blue, and then I went, all right, I'm not gonna fucking say the whole thing every fucking time. Someone said, "What do you think of Super Saiyan Blue Evolved?" And I went, "It's like Super Vegeta. It's just a one-time thing. It's not coming back ever." I did I did really like the Let's Play. I just hated that it just decided to update and fuck up everything. Like the mods weren't even working. And then I did the boss rush, and it still wasn't working correctly. I had to switch it from Infernum to normal, and we got to the end, and Calamity didn't show up. And I sat there for a while, and I went, if it doesn't show up, I'm just going to count it. Today, I went back and played it on 1.4, Here's how bad it was played on 1.4. I was only using. I had to use Super Saiyan Rose. I only had the Dragon Ball mod because the Calamity add-on has not been put on to hasn't been added to 1.4 yet, and neither has any of the other Super Saiyan transformations. But the Kaioken was still there, so I was Super Kaioken Rose, if you want to fucking call it, if that's what you want to call it. And I basically used the excuse me damn the razor blades to kill all the bosses mostly. I did use Final Flash a couple times, but it's I've noticed over the years, like, when playing, like, using a beam move was such a fucking waste of time. Like, sure, it hits hard, but it's such a fucking... It's annoying as fuck to use, and it's only good if you have the Android Heart from, like, 1.3. I'm not shitting you. 1.3 Android Heart is the best, because it didn't have the overheating feature. Hold on. Let me just look up something real quick. Do androids from DBZ overheat? Hold on. Do androids... Hold on. Control F. Overheat. Dragon Ball in Xenoverse 2, by using Toa's dark magic, it shows off a bit of Perfect Cell and Metal Cooler transformation super villains, blah blah blah, overcoming their power limiter, even though it's so reckless to who the fuck are they talking about? Hold on. Metal Cooler transforms into a super villain form, which causes the gain a black and white aura alongside a glowing pink eyes. Okay. Type a limit breaker symbol on them. By limit breaker is recklessly causing him to start overheating, according to Toa. Bro, that's not even fucking... So they're talking about Mecha Cooler overheating and shit. Golden Meta Cooler. What the fuck? Into Golden Meta Cooler through the remains will overheat? How? Okay, so both overheating on the... Okay. So androids don't overheat. That's what I'm seeing. Hold on. Dude, how the fuck... Because they've only talked about having an endless supply and shit. Like, I'm not saying, like, they just have long stamina. I don't feel like there's a fucking limit to their power. I'm sure they have, like, it just goes on for a while. Don't those two get tired at all? Androids have infinite energy and limited stamina. Yeah, the only time they stop is getting their ass fucking beat. That's like the real... That's the... Like, the only time androids actually stop is getting their ass beat. Like, the two androids from the future didn't stop. They just went and terrorized everybody. And no one could stop them. They only stopped either getting bored or they got their ass beat. That's the only time androids stop. So the overheating feature in the Calamity add-on mod is completely fucking retarded. I don't know who came up with that. Oh, it's supposed to balance out the game and shit. Bro, like, it's not... Like, if I went over 1,000 on that thing, sure. After that rate, sure. Like, 1,000, sure. Let's just make it overheating. Even though there is no android in fucking history, no matter if it was canon or not, has ever showed overheating. Aider doesn't overheat. Super 17 doesn't heat. Super 13 doesn't overheat. Super 13 doesn't overheat. 12, 11, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 doesn't fucking overheat. Gamma's 1 and 2 doesn't overheat. Cell doesn't overheat. Cell Max doesn't overheat. Like, what is this bullshit? It's such a fucking dumb... It's a dumb concept. Like, it was just supposed to be unlimited key. There's nothing wrong having unlimited key. Like, you can have unlimited key and still suck. I have shown this before. But, yeah. It's just kind of stupid. So, I was feeling like doing a speedrun series of the Dragon Ball Calamity modded Let's Play, but I just went, I don't feel like attempting that. I just went, I'm trying to think. In retrospect, thinking about it, theoretically, a legendary Super Saiyan should be able to do all transformations. If it could go Super Saiyan 4, it could go Super Saiyan 3. Now, they do show Kefla and, Kefla, what is it, Khalifa? I don't fucking know the bitches' names. I don't care. Nobody likes them. It's true. I mean, there's a fan base for them, but I just went Pam should have been the first female Super Saiyan. I didn't like the tingly thing. I don't think anybody fucking did. We all went, no, that's dumb. I like how Goku de-transformed from Super Saiyan, and I said, why did he do that? Oh, when he does the Spirit Bomb, he has to be calm and pure, and you can't. The Super Saiyan is just full of rage, and that wouldn't work. And I just went, I'm gonna be real with you on that one. Oh, if Budokai doesn't have the so Budokai, you could have custom characters. Like, in Raging Blast, you could have the custom, like, spirit, like, your final move and shit. Like, Spirit Bomb had, like, 3, different customs in Raging Blast. I think you could do the same thing in Budokai. Not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in 100% in Budokai. Because the Raging Blast was just, I was told it was the HD fucking remake of, Budokai. Of the Budokai games, but I'm like, you didn't put Dragon Ball GT characters in there, which I was really confused because I was looking for Super Saiyan 4, but they have so many characters to fucking add in shit. They can take their damn time with it, but don't take GTA 6 time, okay? Look, it's been over 10 years. Oh my god, it's gonna be over 10 years of GTA 5. In like a few months. I know my chair's noisy as fuck. I'm not gonna do anything until like fuck. It's starting to break, which is kind of great, but at the same time, I'm like, I gotta buy another chair. And the only chair I'm kind of interested in is the Razer chair. You did not make a mobile gaming thing with its own software in it. You fuckers did. It does Steam Link, Nvidia G Now, Xbox, PS, Remote Play. Is it? Or is it for... Oh, I can use my phone. Okay. I mean, it looks kind of dumb. I'm not going to buy it. The only mobile handhelds I would actually consider buying is like a Switch or a fucking Steam Link. Is it called Steam Link? Gotta double check. They had it in the corner, like, yeah, we have these available. My friend bought one. I actually tried it out. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it's called Steam Deck. My bad. I have a Steam Link. I have a Steam controller. Yeah, I actually am one of those people who have a Steam controller. I know that seems like a rare thing I've been told, but yeah. I like it. It's a nice controller. It's not like I used it for Xenoverse and beat somebody online with it once, and I just went, I got lucky. Yeah. I don't feel like committed to play Xenoverse. Yeah, let's see what chairs you got. I want to buy an XL chair just so I can like sit in it improperly. Yes, I want the Circer. I remember asking them if they're gonna make the Circer come in black. Is it the iCircer? Can I fucking get there, sir? Let me see. iCircer green, iCircer black. Yeah, they made a black one. But, you can... Let's see. How much does it cost for an XL? That's the question. Built in. Yeah, I want that back thing support. Because I care about my back. That's not a joke. I do care about my back. It could be leather. XL. $650. $600. So it's only $50 more for a XL one. And to this fucking day, I cannot find a comparison of the XL version to a regular standard version. Like, there's no like size comparison. Like, if I go on Google and type in Razer Zerka, standard versus XL, there is no side by side. Standard versus XL. I've already searched this shit up. There's a Reddit post. I need to see a side by side comparison. Hold on. Is that the XL? I hate that I typed this shit in now and there's actually like Razer has like shown a comparison. Bro. Alright, there's a comparison photo. Let's just have a XL. And they have it on their website too. Oh, the fucking... Okay. I'm taking the XL. I'm not taking... I know it's gonna be like... It might be a little big for me. I got... The regular is for 5'6" to 6 foot. Anything 6 foot. It's not about the weight distribution. I'm not fat. Or anything. I just want to be able to sit like crisscross applesauce in my fucking chair properly. Like comfortably. Not properly, just comfortably. Saw one selling just the top part online. Like, and not selling the rest of the chair. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's the kind of chair I'm looking at. I got, I lost a couple inches due to my back not being straight. So when I got measured in a couple days ago, I got measured at 5'9.5", and I went, damn. I used to be 5'10", and then I was like 5'10" in college, and then I spent like, what was it, like 3 months straight just stretching the fuck out of myself, getting everything straightened out to a good crisp point. And I came in at 5'11" one day during the wintertime. Because to get measured in, you have to, like, Earth's gravity affects your height. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty true. I was standing there taking my height, and I went, if I get 5'9", I'm just going to kill myself. Like, that shit sucked. And they're like, you're 5'9", and I was like, I know I'm at least 5'10". I don't look 5'9". I don't even look 5'9" to most people. And I don't wear shoes with, like, thick soles either, so... I just gotta keep stretching and get myself straightened out. I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, I can feel a vertebrae not sitting right. But, that's my fault for neglecting on my stretching, because I was trying to heal, right, from some injuries I got at work, even though, I got laid off at work. Funny enough, right? I tell them, hey, I got some personal business I need to attend to. I'm going to be gone for 2 days. If everything works out, I'll be back on Wednesday. And they went, okay, that's fine. You'll just have to work Saturday because you have to work like 5 days and stuff. And I went, okay, right? That was on a Monday, right? Before we had to start our shift. Wasn't right before. It was like It's like 7 hours before my shift even started, right? And they got back to me, blah blah blah. The week prior to that, I said, I just said I got some personal business to attend to. I gotta I said it before. I said the last week I took off. I took off last Monday, not the like the Monday before that week, because it was my birthday and I just wanted to chill like a motherfucker. I know it's my birthday and shit, but I'm just like, bro, I just want to, because I work an evening shift and I just want to have like cake and shit and chill with the boys and stuff, right? I sit there and I'm like, I sit there and when I think about it, I'm like, if I have a girlfriend, like, so I've never had a girlfriend when it was my birthday. I did once, and she broke up with me on my birthday, and I was like, bro, could you have not waited like the day after or something, or just do it the day before? Look. If your partner's being a dickhead and shit and stuff, or they cheat on you, and it's their birthday and shit, by all means, break up with them. But if it's just like, I don't feel the love and shit, and it wasn't working out, and I have feelings for someone else, because that's on you. Just if you want to, just do it the next day, right? It's not that hard, right? You can just wish them happy birthday, go on with the day. I was on vacation too, so I just got the text like, I'm breaking up with you and shit, and I'm just like, it was devastating. It was like my first like real. It was like a first like real relationship. But, it was just a lifelong lesson of, some people wear masks in relationships, right? You won't really know your roommate until you live with them for about 3 to 4 months. Like, right as it hits that 4th month period, you'll see who they really are and shit. Sometimes they're completely consistent throughout the whole thing and never change, right? They were real from the start. Some people aren't like that. I learned that lesson in college, and then I applied that lesson to my girlfriends, and I realized they were not who they said they were. They were these fake ass people. Right? I'm real from the start, right? I'm not saying that like I wouldn't change or anything. It's like, I'll make changes if stuff like needs to be changed. Like, oh, I don't like when you do this. Okay, we can change that. If that's good. If it's something that like I agree on, like, yeah, that's just being a shithead. Let's change it. We'll change it, right? I can compromise, but there's some stuff where I go like, okay, you're being a little bit controlling. Stop it. But I haven't had that issue because I haven't dated since like high school, which was like 8 years ago. Well, it's like, nah, hold on. Is it really 8 years ago? Well, almost 8 years ago. Next year will be 8 years. It's been like 7 years. That shit's wild as fuck. Yeah, it's like 6 years I haven't dated, so, and I just haven't bothered at this rate. It's just not a good investment. I'm like, because it's just so hookup culture and shit. I gotta find like a nice, like, conservative woman. I've dated left liberals and left Democrats and stuff, and they seem fine at first, but then they're just awful. In my experience, if you're successful, that's on you. Right? I just wasn't successful in relationships. Like, shit gets tough. I'll stay with it. Right? Most people just give up. I hate getting that question from, like, older generations. Why aren't you dating and shit? And I'm like, bro, have you not seen what women are like in our generation? They are, like, worthless. Like, they're not pursuable. Their bodies are like used up as fuck, and it's like, I don't want a used car. I want a new car. you know. So I was like, they're like, well, you're not gonna get a new car. You're gonna get a used one and shit. And I'm like, why am I offering you a new car when you're not giving me the new car? Like, you say we're equals and shit, but you know, you're not being equal. You're just being power hungry. Um. So yeah. What the fuck were we talking about before I got into relationships? Hold on. We were talking about the chair, and then my birthday. So back to my. um, yeah, that's mimicking two people's laughs that are not mine. um, that's not my laugh either. Um, um, so so I took off that day. So when I texted them, yeah, I want to take off work and shit. Um, they said, yeah, that's fine. The second day, when I'm going out to go do my test and stuff, they hit. I thought I failed my fucking test and shit, and I was sitting there. I was like, bro, I need a schedule for a retake immediately. I'm not doing this shit. No, because the retake was gonna be like a month, and then I get a call back saying like, no, 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 actually you fucking passed and shit. I'm like, oh my god, thank the Lord. And then I get a text message like 2 in the afternoon, because I went out to go do this fucking test, and they're texting me, hey, we're laying you off and shit, and because we have someone from preload that could take your spot, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, we'll let you know at the end of the week, what we're gonna do with you and shit. And I went, and yesterday was the end of the week, and so today's like Sunday and shit. And did I get hold on, let me check. Did I get a text Friday? Because if I'm not on the group chat and shit, that's just a sign I'm not. Hold on. What was this? Oh, that's not good. I think I got late. I think I got real fired. Because they go every week. I was still on the group text being told, hey, I like how I got laid off. Like, they said it was I got approved that I could take this time off and shit. Like, I would have worked Monday, but I didn't want it because I had to get up early and drive to another state to take my damn fucking test. I was like, I just didn't want to work because like Mondays could be like a 50-50. It could be a good day and I get off on time, or it could be like I get off at like 9:30 and shit, and I'm like, fuck. I was, when I remember, like, I was telling my mom, she's like, are you fucking serious? I was like, yeah. She's like, that's, like, they did that while you were gone. They just didn't tell you to your face. I was just like, bro, I was like, I was like thinking for a second, I'm like, these are the same people who let a fucking trailer truck attach and fucking take off while I was still unloading it. Like, do you think they fucking care? The answer is no. Don't work at UPS, guys. Actually, I say that, but like, it's honestly not a bad job. It just depends where you work, right? Someone's like, where did you work? And I'm like, I'm not telling you. If you plan on working at UPS and shit, and you leave a comment going, hey, I'm working here, can you tell me if this is a good place or not? And I'll tell you. I'm not worked at a lot of locations, but if it's like, if you type in and it's my location, I will tell you in a heartbeat not to work there. I mean, you could probably work the morning shift, which is fucking annoying as shit. I worked the morning shift at FedEx. I don't know why the fuck I couldn't get a damn IT job for the longest time. Oh, actually, I do know the reason. Because, this is some real shit. Best Buy fucking had one of their corporate emails leaked, and shit, and they said on there not to hire white people. And if you haven't noticed, I'm a white person. This is like, I'm just gonna say allegedly, so Best Buy doesn't sue me. But like, I saw the fucking email and shit. I'm only bringing this up because I applied to fucking Best Buy 30 fucking times. Not to the same place, but 30 different areas in a fucking vicinity from my place where I live. And I couldn't get a job at any of them. And shit. And I applied for... I applied like 3 different times for 3... Like, I would apply for like 3 different types of positions. Oh my god. Hang on. Okay. So, I had to take a piss. I just remember. So the first, it's like a level. It was Geek Squad, but it was like the in-store Geek Squad. And it's like where you could bring your computer in. I'll describe it how they described it to me. So basically, you break open the computer and you fix it. And I was sitting there. I'm like, you are not qualified to tell me I'm not qualified for this job, because that's not what it says. It's called open up and repair, not break it open. What the fuck are you talking about? That was the dumbest shit I ever fucking heard in a damn fucking interview. And I said, yeah, I'll apply for that. Because I'm a computer technician. I can open up laptops, replace hard drive, replace RAM, replace the whole damn... I could take the whole fucking thing apart and redo it again. I remembered, I was telling God, because I'm a Christian, I told God, I was like, God, if I get an interview where they hand me the screwdriver, I will get the job. I promise. Or unless they're fucking retarded. So, we'll tell that story later. But basically, I applied for that job. I applied for the standard Geek Squad job where you just go in the van and go fix people's shit. You know, Geek Squad. And then the third one is just working in the damn store like a normal person and stuff. I remembered asking someone if they had this, like, type of... Like, it was an Olympus waterproof camera, and I was like, do you guys have the cable? And they went, oh, no. I started saying the camera... I said the exact... This is why I hate going to Best Buy sometimes, because I'll say the exact cable of what it was at the time. And he's like, what type of... I was like, it's a Olympus a waterproof camera charging cable. Oh! They're sorry, we don't have that. We have it on our website. And I was like, well, your website said you had it here. I'm sorry, we don't actually have it. And I said, all right, thank you so much for helping me anyways. And I just left. But yeah, I was like, fucking hell. You know what? It was I'm not gonna fault him for not knowing the cable and shit, but I just kind of went, I thought maybe because he was a camera dude he would know, but, you know, we're not known to know every fucking cable. Like, people don't know what a SATA cable is. Yeah, I still talk to people who don't know what a SATA cable is. It's that cable in your laptop and in a desktop. Yeah, there's SATA cables in a fucking desktop. They are just soldered the fuck in on some of them. Nowadays, it's just M.2 slots, or if you have Apple, it's just soldered the fuck in. Which I'm just like, that's so dumb. I remember back in the day, people like saying, oh, MacBook's so much faster than fucking Windows. I went, no fucking shit, because people who were making Windows computers were not putting SSDs in them shits. Like, you only got, when did SSDs become a thing? Hold on, when was the first SSD? 1978? Are you fucking serious? Nah. Holy shit. And it's from SunDisk. Well-respected. SunDisk is well-respected. If you're going for, like, a cheap, good, fucking basic SSD, SunDisk is your people. SunDisk, Crucial, Samsung, Intel's makes those 4 are like my in Western Digital. Those are my top 5 recommendations. If I have to say anyone who like stands out the fastest, in my opinion, it is Samsung. They make the fastest SSDs to date. Crucial makes basic ass shit. Very cheap. If you're going cheap and you just kind of want like a cheap SSD and shit, get a SanDisk or Crucial. They're fucking cheap, but they're at least like decent. But if you're looking for a little more speed, you could go Western Digital. Like Western Digital, don't a Western Digital Blue like solid state drive. No, solid state drive. That's an SSD. How do I say it? It's their SATA, not their M.2. Ones they're pretty good. Let me go look up more SSDs and what I recommend for you people. SSDs. Samsung's Evo Plus series is really good. Their M.2s are really good. Their Samsung 870 Evos, which is the SATA 3, are very good. I have one in my PC. I got 2 M.2s. I got a Western Digital Black 500 SSD. It was my first SSD, and because I found an M.2 slot, and I just left it on the I just put it in the thing for the slot for my games from my first PC. A Crucial MX500 1TB. Yeah, it's cheap, but it is an SSD. Who else do I recommend? Kingston. I'm not saying I don't recommend them. I've just never used them and stuff, so I can't recommend them. Do not get a team group SSD. Those are dog shit. My friend has one of those, and his computer is slow as fuck. And I keep telling him to get a different fucking one, but he won't listen to me. I notice my friends will not take my suggestions sometimes. Sometimes they take my suggestions, and I just don't it's the one. Anytime I suggest an anime, they won't take it. But if it's that's an Apple's SSD. That's a NAND flash SSD. Yeah, the NAND flash as hard drive. That's a NAND. Why is it called a NAND flash? Okay, whoever labeled this shit is a fucking idiot. So the NAND flash, NVMe. Why did you look? It's NIND IDEM 512 NVMe PCIe SSD. No. And then it says TLC NAND flash hard drive 512 gigs. How is this a sponsor? If you look at this shit correctly, and if you know Windows computers well enough, you know that kind of fucking end only goes into Mac, because Mac is the only people who do the SSD keys that thick. Instead of your standard M.2 where it's the big chunk and then the little pinky, I call it. Or it's called I think it's called a B key. Yeah, it's one of those things. Is it called a B key? What the fuck is it called? It's it's like a certain type of works only with the one notch slot only. Yeah, the standard. The notch slot. There's a proper term for it, but I'm not getting into it. You don't need to know it. You just need to match it. Okay, so Windows not putting the SSD in their computers is stupid. It's called a PCI SSD, so it goes in a PCI slot. They're not bad and shit. I just never used one, but I've heard great reviews on these. It's called let me see, who the fuck sells these things anymore? Oh, they still make them. So they're called NVMe's AIC PCIe. Okay. Just say NVMe PCIe. You'll get that'll get the search algorithm to know what you're talking about. Intel makes them, and I've seen the performance. They do very well. They are a bit pricey. Western Digital makes them. Their Black Edition. Western Digital Black is probably their best fucking line of hard drives, regardless of it's a solid state or it's a hard drive. Who else makes hard drives that I recommend? That's a good question. Let me go over here. Oh, Seagate. Seagate makes good hard drives. Regardless. They're big 22 Iron Wolf Pro. I got one of those. Those shits were fucking good. Yeah, I got 22 terabytes from my server. Yeah. Oh, was it Sabrent? Sabrent. I think it's Sabrent. Yeah, Sabrent makes also good SSDs. That's my other, that's like the sixth choice. Sabrent. So it's Sabrent, Samsung. I haven't tried a Sabrent personally, but Samsung's was the fastest I know. Sabrent has the biggest space, but they're highly respected. Western Digital. Intel. I forgot the fucking... I forgot the other SSDs. Let's see. Sabrent, Western Digital, Samsung, what is it? What the fuck? Crucial. Yeah, Crucial. And, what was it? Yeah, SanDisk. Yeah, those are the 5 I recommend. I think oh, and Intel if you're, going, if you want to go a little faster route. They do make a they do make a standard solid state drive. I've never personally tested them, but, I've seen the reviews for their PCIe ones, and those are really good. So, I recommend those. Those 6. Those are really good choices. You can't go wrong with them. Of course, Samsung and, Samsung's the fastest one I know. In my experience, it was a noticeable difference going from Windows, because I went from a Windows Digital Blue SSD SATA to a Samsung 870 Evo 2 terabyte, and it's a big difference. Best characters of all time. Meh, I'm not watching that. Chris Chan? Fuck no. I found out he's in Virginia, and I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of my state. No, get the fuck out of here. The Problem with Critical. Ooh, I want to see that. I don't think Critical's bad, but he has some really... Sometimes he has the most dog shit ass takes. Why are people not going to the cinema? It's not because the media... The movies are bad. Yes, it is. That's the, I don't want to go to... Plus, I don't like going to the movie theater. Some people say, oh, it's so convenient doing it at home. Yeah, it is. Right? That's a valid point. People are like, yeah, I'd rather just do it at home and not have to deal with people. But it's like, I've gone to the movie theaters in, years past. I went to go see Spider-Man in theaters. I was cheering my ass off with the audience. And I was like, this is the best movie. This is the best Spider-Man movie. And then, it is the best live-action Spider-Man. It has, the only thing you could add for it to make it better, in my opinion, is they all 3 of them web slinging through the city, either just trying to get somewhere or chasing someone. That's all I could ask for. But, seeing all 3 of them do the web swing in midair and then pause jump down was good enough, right? Maybe I'm asking too much, but pretty much that was it. 240 hertz. Could I see that? I noticed a noticeable difference is apparently 60 to 70, which I didn't really see in my personal opinion and shit. But yeah. They're like, I'm pretty much laid off my job. It's okay. I passed my test, so now I can get a better job, and I feel like I really feel like this is a perfect opportunity to just focus on my training and stuff, because now I don't have a job, so I can go out and train more, and then I can do better shit with my life. Yeah, I gotta hold on. What was it? Ahsoka came out. Okay, what's it Rotten Tomatoes? 89, 80% audience score. Um, I might watch it. Who who's in this fucking show? Hold on, let's put show. Because I type in Ahsoka and the Clone Wars pops up. Okay. Is that C-3PO? No, that's a medical droid. Type-ish. No, it looks like a medical droid, but just modified. Man, I have to watch... Nah. Oh, it has him. I didn't watch that fucking series. Is that Rex? Yo. I might actually have to watch this. This looks actually pretty interesting. I hope they have like a... Star Wars Rebels was hiding Ahsoka's saber twist in the pain side. What the fuck? I don't even know who that is. Her hair looks cool, but I know people with colored hair are toxic. I like how that started off as a joke, but then it became like a real fucking thing, and I went, wow. Man, you know, I gotta say this to cover my tracks. Like, just because you have colored hair doesn't mean like you're a piece of shit person. But like a lot of people with colored hair are pieces of shit. And you know who you are. Actually, no, you don't, because you can't take accountability like a normal, like a decent fucking person. I think they did a good job with live action Ahsoka. It looks really like authentic. I was trying to explain. I had to explain that to my dad when he was watching Mandalorian. Who's that? And I went, "That's Anakin Skywalker's apprentice." How come we didn't see her in the other movies? I was like, "Dad, there's a whole fucking TV show you can watch." He's like, "I'm not watching that." And I'm like, he's like, "Just give me the cliff notes." I'm like, "Oh my god." I didn't even finish the Clone Wars. Look, someone's like, "How could you not finish the show?" Look, I'm gonna put it like straight up. They wasn't consistent on fucking Cartoon Network. And plus, I didn't grow up with cable, so once I finally did at like age 13, I don't think I got cable till I was like 10 years old. So I was like, I went through like a whole like, I grew up like I don't want to say a millennial. I want to say like a millennial. Yeah, I grew up like a millennial. Even though I'm like even though I'm a Gen Z kid. But like, if you look at the years between the end of millennials and the beginning of Gen Z, I'm in those between years where it's like yeah, I'm a Gen Z, right? But if you saw me and I talk, you mistaken me for a millennial. That's where I'm at. I grew up like a millennial. I went outside and played as a fucking kid. I only had cartoons on Saturday, and that was Kids W4. It was Warner Brother Kids TV. It was Kids WB, and then it was the CW4 Kids. It was Warner Brothers TV for a while, and they had Yu-Gi-Oh. They had a fucking... Excuse me. They had Static Shock, Batman Beyond, all that shit. I want to watch Static Shock. They did a good job of like representing racism and shit in a way where it's like, it's not like it's in a it's showing a realistic version of racism and a proper way of dealing with it. You know, that's what I took away from it, but you know. What's the episode with? There is a Batman Beyond episode of Static Shock. I don't remember what season that was. Was that season 4? Yeah, it was the first episode of season 4. It's like Virgil. When did Static Shock came out in 2000? So it was around the same time as Batman Beyond. I mean, Batman the animated series was in it. Even though it had the Justice League version of it. When did the Justice League come out? Let me have a look. The first one. I finished Neo Genesis Evangelion, the one from the 1995 and shit. That shit was such a fucking fever dream. I couldn't imagine being those fucking kids. That's some level of trauma I wish upon nobody. You know, it wasn't even I'm not saying it was a sad ending. It was a. Oh my god, that shit was fucked. And I was like sitting there. Oh, here's the Justice League. 2001. Whoa. Cause the first Justice League and shit was they used Superman from the Superman animated series. Also used the Flash. Also used the Batman from Batman the Animated Series. That's why Batman Beyond was cut so short on its third season. Because it had a full season. And this episode came out in 2001. But it really did come out in 2001. Well, they said the guys who were working on it got offered to do Justice League. And so they dropped like both Static Shock and Batman Beyond in the fucking show. Kind of sad. Really. But they did have like a reference to Batman Beyond and stuff. And the Justice League. The Call. Yeah, season 3 of Batman Beyond was fucking great. No, there's the Splicers. The Earth Mover. That was a crazy episode. The Batman Beyond was so good. I remember like the director saying if the Flash movie doesn't do good, you don't get a Batman Beyond movie. And I went, you can't say shit like that. I don't fucking care. I'll wait. I don't care. Your Flash movie sucked. Like, look. I don't want to get into it. Like, the Ezra Miller shit's fucking crazy, bro. You know, he's a piece of shit, but also he does a fine job at acting. That's like, it sucks. Why is it like that? That's not the. Can I change the fucking? I want to change that. That doesn't look good. Changing box cover arts. There we go. That one's perfect. Yeah, I got work to do. So, yeah. So I got fired from my job. I got laid off. Which Leslie, is it Leslie? Les Brown? No, it's Les Brown. As Les Brown would say, you got fired. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I feel like I touched on stuff again. So if you haven't already, season 3 is over. You can binge watch the whole series if you want to. I try not to go for an hour long this time around, but you know, the first like 9 episodes, no promises, but like the rest of the series, it's like 30 to 40 minutes. There's a couple that gets around to like 55 an hour. Like, you don't get another hour to episode until like episode 24. I try not to film that long. I try to keep it reasonable, but sometimes I'm just like, let's beat this motherfucker. And then I'm just like, let's get into the editing bay and get it out. So, Linus Tech Tips came back. That whole situation's crazy. They didn't address, it got 2 million reviews on their response. I think I watched the whole fucking thing. Yeah. I was like, okay, you're slowing down production. Great. You're taking time to do the shit right. Absolutely. You're taking time to make sure that people are actually getting their shit back. Good. The Madison situation, it's just kind of wild to me. I'm not saying it didn't happen to her or anything and shit. I'm not saying like, oh, she's lying and shit, but I'm just like, why'd you come out now? Right? That's like, she's like, oh, it's a victim and shit. It takes time for them to come out and shit. I'm like, and she's like, oh, I didn't want to sue LTTD, as she said on Twitter. I was just like, and I was sitting there, I was like, bro, I was if it was like, I'm trying to think of someone who works there who doesn't have like a real audience. Like, let's just say James, because he doesn't stream, right? As I know of. I'm just using it for example. If it's like James who came out and he left and said shit, right? And he didn't come out till like months later when like something happened to them. They said, oh yeah, they did this to me and shit, blah blah blah. I'm just like, why'd you, like, you had a presence, you could have said something. James is a bad example. Let me think of somebody. What the hell? Is it Dan? Yeah, let's say someone like Dan. Dan doesn't have a real social media presence. People like him. He's a great guy on the show. Very funny. He knows his shit. And let's say like Dan had a bad experience, right? If Dan had a bad experience and he went off and left, he didn't say anything as he was leaving. He just abruptly left and didn't say anything, right? No, he has no social media following or tracking of like a streamer level or anything. And he didn't say anything. And then like this happened, and he came out and said it alongside, like, yeah. I'd have been like, okay. But it's like, when Madison did it, I was kind of like, I was like, why? You have an audience. You could have said something on Twitter, but when we kept asking you why'd you left, you just went, I just want to focus on streaming. That's what you said, right? But like, you came out months later, and then just you came out when they got kicked out and said, yeah, I got treated horribly there, and we had some instances, and I was blacklisted from videos and stuff. I was banned from being in videos, whatever. And I was like, why didn't you just say it while you were on stream when we were fucking asking you why'd you leave? Like, I was at that fucking stream too. It wasn't like, oh, I wasn't there. I was there. I was chatting. She's like, guys, look, I just wanted to pursue streaming. And that's what happens. Like, if you looked it up why she left, she just said, she was making enough money from streaming, and she just like went, I don't want to work there anymore. I just went, okay. It seemed abrupt and kind of odd that she just left, because she had like a nice job where she had to post stuff on Twitter. She had to post like 2 stuff on Twitter a day. I'm like, bro, that's not that hard. Like, if that was like one of your main priorities, shit, bro, sign me up. I seem like if you're getting paid good money, I'll fucking sit there and I'll tweet on Twitter. I'll make some memes. I make memes. Some of my memes are actually like kind of funny. Some of them aren't. Like for example, my fucking fucking Warframe meme, but the only I'm not saying what happened or didn't happen, right? I'm just saying, like, why didn't you say anything earlier? She's like, I didn't want to pursue legal action, I don't have that kind of money and shit. I said, okay, I understand that you don't have the money to go take legal action, right? But you have the fucking audience to fucking say something. And plus, you're a girl, so it's like you whatever you say can get magnified. It's so fucking stupid to me. I'm not saying like you're a liar or anything. I'm just saying like you have like bad timing. Like, you thought this was an appropriate time to come? Sure. Like, what else other time you were gonna say it and shit? I was like, But also, you have a history of just saying shit on Twitter that's just kind of like that's kind of fucked to say. And so, to some people, like, there's a tweet she did say. She says, if you like Trump or voted for Trump, please unfollow me and shit. I don't want you in my presence whatsoever and shit. And I'm just like, I'm kind of like, look, Um, I don't know why you would say that to your fan base and shit and stuff. You know, you're the one who started saying like, "Oh, Trump's getting me deported and shit," blah blah blah, which I didn't really look into and stuff. Whether it's true or not, it's just like you kind of started it and shit, and you couldn't handle the backfire of like people going like, why you making fun of my president and shit. You know, you're in a country that I don't even know if you're like a legal citizen to be here or not. I think she lives in Canada now, so who fucking knows? But it's just like, this isn't the first time she's like stirred up shit on Twitter. I like it's not. It was also like just bad timing, but it was the 2020 election. Shit was happening and shit. But I was just like, why the fuck would you say that? you know, she's gonna come at me and say like, look, you're a small YouTuber. You have a low demographic and shit. I'm not saying to go fucking harass her either. Just like, the best thing to do is just like, it's like the best thing to do is just do nothing if for that situation, because it's just like it's like leaving them dead in the water. It doesn't it's just not worth getting into and shit. But it was one of those things where I looked at it and I wait, that just seems kind of dumb. Have I really done 3 seasons in like, well, it's almost 2 years old. I was gonna be like, in a year? No, it's been like 2 years. These series take like a month to do, the Dragon Ball Terraria series. That's why I don't do it very much. So can I view the playlist? What's the playlist views? Oh, I got 24 playlist views. Oh, people actually didn't go and watch this shit. What about the play? Holy shit. 16,000 fucking views on the playlist? Damn. Guys were committed. What about the Dragon Block C? Technically season 2. 169. That's not bad. But like I was saying, it's just, I just say like, look, if you have the audience to say something and shit, like she's not having a huge following, but she had a decent size to make an impact and stuff. Like, you could have said something on the stream, like, like you had, like I was there on that stream, and you just kind of went, look, I just wanted to pursue streaming. Please stop asking and shit. And I'm just like, look, we just said it was kind of odd and shit. You just didn't say anything, Look, if it doesn't matter. Look, here's a life lesson. It doesn't matter how big your opponent is. If you're in the right, take it on. It doesn't matter how big your opponent is in life and shit. Just go out there and, say, this is, if it's the truth and nothing but the truth, then this happened, right? You could take it on, The truth is incontrovertible. It, it's, I don't know. Like, again, I'm not saying she's a liar and shit. Just like you had like a window to say it and shit. When the more time you spend on it, it's like, it's less likely to be like it's a little bit impacted, but they're like, both updates and stuff, I didn't hear anything updated about it. So, you had a chance to say something about it. Like, I think like a year ago. It's just like the more time you sit on it, the less value it has, in my opinion, when it comes out to these allegations. But Linus Media is taking action, and they're saying they're doing action about it. They show the footage of their meetings and shit. I wouldn't want to sit in there either. That's really uncomfortable. Because I've been an adult who has had to sit through those kind of meetings. of like, you know, shit happens and we all have to sit there and hear it out. Like I'm sure people who are around my age or have had a fucking job have had to deal with that. But yeah, that was just such a crazy thing to watch. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a real fucking episode. I feel like I've said enough. That was really good. And yeah, this actually will make it out. I do make a lot of videos, and I go like, I just go on and then I don't say anything good and shit, and then I just like throw it away. It happens a lot. It's like recording for 45 minutes and then just absolutely having nothing done new for the series and then just losing to the boss regardlessly. Those are episodes where I went, all right, we're scrapping. But I'm not scrapping this episode. So, anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, that outro, it's now.